quite a while ago about this little wooden doll I wanted to make, and I made the prototype and the design on it and everything like that. And then Jerry and I started drilling the holes, and because it's so thick, you can't really cut it with a vertical drill because there's not enough room to get the drill to go down. So we tried using the Shopsmith with a horizontal drill, and we had a lot of trouble with that, with the wobble, and because of the shapes of the arm, of the body and everything like that. So Jerry seemed to told me that when he got his big mill down that he probably would be able to work something out with his A-axis, which means he could rotate it this way and have the holes go in correctly every time. And I think he's figured it out.
This is the doll body that Eve wants to make, and to do this we have to drill some holes in that. So I'm going to pull up my layers here, and I'm going to show you what needs to be drilled. So you can see I need to drill a hole here for one arm, a hole here for the other, one for the head, one for this leg pin, and one for this leg pin. And to do that, you can see that I can drill straight down to here, but on my milling machine the head doesn't move, so I couldn't reach this unless I rotate everything. So now we've got a 0 point of reference. And I can measure from that 0 point down and figure out how far I need to drill. So for the first hole, it's pretty easy. I can specify from here to this point here, and I know that I need to go down 1.8 inch. And I'm going to specify that as the base point, and I'm going to rotate it by 80 degrees. So now this little piece here should be vertical, or vertical enough for our estimation, but you notice that if I was to drill, it would drill down here instead of over here, and so that's not right. So this point needs to move some distance. So in this case it's 0.9442. So I know I need to move the whole thing over 0.9442. Then I can come in here and drill. Then what I would do is rotate this around and do another offset for this point, etc., and do each of the different points. And once I've plotted that out, I can make up the G-codes and then bring it out to the machine. So let's go there and take a look at that now. So here you can see I've got the jig mounted up, and it's screwed in with these two holes right here. And I'm not using a drill, but I just have a bolt in there because this is just a demonstration of how it would work. And these are the paths that we want to drill to get into the different parts of the doll body. So what we would do is we would cut a piece and we would set it in here, and then we would drill it. I just left it out because this is a test piece to test out my code, and I wanted to show you how it works. And since we're not actually cutting, I'm not going to start the big noisy machine up, but let me give you an idea of what would happen here. So you see it would go down and it would drill the first hole, then it'll retract to a safe distance, it'll rotate around, do the 90-degree hole, and it's going to rotate. You'll notice it'll move back. It'll do the last arm position, then it'll return to the 0 point. And see, at that point I would take the unit out and drop a new one in and start the process over again. Now what I'm doing is I'm showing you what the actual program looks like. And if I come over here and start it, you notice it doesn't have a way of showing me the rotations. It thinks it's moving back and forth only, so it doesn't understand rotations. But if I clear out the path and I start this, you can see how it moves up and it comes down and do the first drill. Then it comes up again and it starts moving over again. What it's actually doing is, in addition to moving over, it's doing the rotations. And you can see how the head not only turns, but the table itself is actually moving. You'll notice down in here, this is the y-axis indicator. Especially on this next one, you'll see this come back. And then it'll do the last hole. And then this is the motor here. You can see it spinning. And all done, back to the 0 position. Basically, that's how it works. And I end up having to hand program that section of it, but for a lot of the 3D carving and stuff, I can just go to the Aspire software. So sometimes you still have to learn enough G-code to do some manual programming. So if you're interested in doing CNC, you might want to study up on it, because sometimes you will have to tweak the code. Thanks for watching.